classification of chordata. Phylum Chordata is classified into 3 subphyla. One is Chordata. Next, second one is Cephalochordata. Third one is vertebrata. This Chordata and Cephalochordata both are called protochordates. In Chordates, the notochord is present in the tail region. In Cephalochordates, the notochord is present throughout the body. That's from posterior part to the anterior part. This notochord beyond with nerve cord. It protrude into the head. That's why this subphylum is called as a Cephalochordata. In vertebrata, the notochord is present during embryonic stages or larval stages only. After that, it will be replaced partially or fully by cartilaginous or bony vertebral column. Next then, so these two are prochordates. Next then, vertebrata. In some vertebrate, mouth is not surrounded by the jaw. In some, mouth is surrounded by jaws. By this character, the subphyla vertebrata further classified into 2 superclasses. One is Anatha. Second one is Gnathostomata. The invertebrata, in some, mouth is not surrounded by the jaws. In some, mouth is surrounded by jaws. By this character, this subphylum vertebrata further classified into 2 superclasses. One is Anatha, second one is Gnathostomata. In Anatha, mouth is not surrounded by jaws. Next, in this Anatha, some are extant, some are extant. So, by this character, this superclass further classified into 2 classes. One is astracodermy. Second one is a cyclostomata. These astracoderms are extinct anates. Next, cyclostomes are extant anates. Extinct means they are no more. Only fossils are available. Extant means present living. So here Anatha, superclass Anatha further classified into 2 classes. One is astracodermy, second one is a cyclostomata. Next, these astracodermy are extinct anates, cyclostomes are extant anates. Next then, in Gnathostomata, the mouth is surrounded by the jaws. In this Gnathostomata, there are 6 extant class are there. One extinct class is also there. That is a placodermy. Placodermy is a extinct class. They are first jawed vertebrates. They are extinct fishes. Next, in Gnathostomata, there are 6 extant class are there. One is a Chondrichthyes class. Class 1 is a Chondrichthyes. Second one is a Osteichthyes. third one is amphibia, fourth one is reptilia, fifth one is aves, and sixth one is mammalia. These are six extant classes which are present in Gnathostomata. One extinct class is there, that is the Placodermi. They are extinct fishes. They are first jawed vertebrates. Next then, Gnathostomata. In Gnathostomata, mouth is surrounded by jaws. In this superclass Agnatha, six extant classes are there. One is a Chondrichthyes, second one is a Osteichthyes, third one is a Amphibia, fourth one is a Reptilia, fifth one is aves, and sixth one mammal. This is a outline classification of chordates. The phylum Chordata divided into three subphyla. One is Urochordata, second one is a Cephalochordata, third one is a Vertebrata. This Urochordata and Cephalochordata combine and form Protochordates. In Urochordates, the notochord is present tail region. In Cephalochordates, notochord is present throughout the along body. That is, it is extend from posterior part to the anterior part. That too, it protrude into the skull. Next then, in vertebrata, this notochord is present during embryonic stages or larval stages. After that, it is replaced partially or fully by cartilage or bone in the vertebral column. Next, in vertebrates, in some mouth is not surrounded by the jaws. In some mouth is surrounded by the jaws. By this character, this vertebrates again divided into two superclasses. One is Agnatha, second one is Gnathostomata. In Agnatha, mouth is not surrounded by jaws. In Agnatha, some are extant, some are extant. So, this superclass Agnatha further classified into two classes. One is Asticodermi, second one is Cyclostomata. Asticodermis are extinct ANAs, cyclostomes are extant ANAs. Next, in Gnathostomata, mouth is surrounded by the jaws. In this Gnathostomata superclass, six extant class are there. They are present living classes. One is Chondrichthyes, that is the cartilage fishes, Osteichthyes, bony fishes, amphibians, next reptilia, aves, and mammals. This is the outline classification of phylum Chordata. General characters of protochordates, that is characters of Urochordata and characters of Cephalochordata. Next, first subphylum Urochordata characters. Subphylum Urochordata characters. This Urochordata is also called as a tunicata. Next, these Urochordates or tunicates are marine. They live in shallow marine water to deep marine water. They live in, some are live in the shallow sea water, some are live in the deep sea water. Next, some are sedentary. Some are pelagic. Sedentary means they attach to the substratum. Here in this animal, locomotion is not occur. They attach to one substratum. They fix one place only. So, that type of animals are called as a sedentary or sessile. Sedentary or sessile. Some are pelagic. Pelagic means they float on the surface of the water. Surface of the water. Example for sedentary, ascidian. Ascidian. Ascidian is a sedentary. Pelagic means salpa. Salpa is a salpa, doliolum, like that. These are ascidian is a sedentary urochordates and salpa is a pelagic urochordate. Some are solitary. Solitary. They live as a single, solitary. For example, ascidian. Ascidian. Next, some are colonial. For example, pyrosoma. For example, pyrosoma. Some are solitary. They live single, as a single animal, individual. Next, colonial means in this animal lives as a groups. So, for example, pyrosoma. Here, the body of these urochordates. This is a ascidian diagram. The body of this animal is covered by a test or tunic. This is a test or tunic. This test or tunic is made up of with cellulose. Cellulose. This is uncommon in animals. It is uncommon. Cellulose is present in plants only. Cellulose is not present in animals. So, this is one unique character of these animals. So, here the test or tunic is made up of with cellulose. That is one uncommon character of these animals. Next then, in this animal, the phylum is absent. Phylum is absent. Phylum is absent. Phylum is absent. But cavity is there. This cavity is lined by ectoderm. This is a cavity. This is a pharynx. This is a body wall. In between body wall and pharynx, cavity is there. But this cavity is not a true phylum because it is not surrounded by mesoderm. It is lined by only ectoderm. That is called as a atrial cavity. Atrial cavity is there. Atrial cavity is there. Body is unsegmented. Body is a unsegmented body. Body is a unsegmented is there. Body is unsegmented body. Next here in this animal, the atrium, this is atrial cavity, is open out through a pore. This pore is called as a dorsal pore or a atrial pore. Atrial pore. Atrial pore. Atrial pore. Next then, in this animal, complete digestive system. This is a mouth. This is a mouth. This is a anus. This is a anus. In this alimentary canal, a pharynx is well developed. Pharynx is there. Well developed pharynx is there. This is a pharynx. This is a pharynx. On the ventral side of the pharynx, one grow is appear. One grow is there. This grow is called as a endostyle. Endostyle is there. This endostyle is a forerunner of thyroid gland of other vertebrates. This endostyle is a forerunner of the thyroid gland of other vertebrates. Next then, on the wall of the pharynx, two to numerous. Minimum is a 2, maximum is a numerous, countless. Pharyngeal slits are there. Slit pores are there. Next then, on the ventral side of this pharynx, one tubular, muscular, myogenic heart is there. Myogenic heart. This heart shows blood reversal. Blood reversal means in this animal one unique circulatory system is there. Sometimes one blood vessel is work as artery. After some time, this same artery is work as a vein. Here there are no permanent arteries, permanent veins are there. So here blood reversals are occur. Next, in these animals are hermaphrodite or bisexual. In chordates, all chordates are unisexual animals, but these urochordates are bisexual animals. Next, here in this animal, external fertilization is occur during developmental stages. One larva is seen. That larva is called as a tadpole larva. This tadpole larva, this is a tadpole larva. Possesses all chordate characters. That means it possesses dorsal tubular nerve cord, it possesses this endostyle, next this is a dorsal nerve cord, this is a notochord, this is a post anal tail. Here pharynx is there. In this pharynx gill slits are there. This is a post anal tail. So in this larva all main chordate characters are seen. That means the larva possesses notochord, the larva possesses pharyngeal slits. Next the larva possesses dorsal nerve cord and also ventral heart and also this dorsal nerve tube. During metamorphosis, this larva lost all chordate characters and metamorphosis into adult without any chordate characters. So this type of metamorphosis is called as a retrogressive metamorphosis. In larval stage, the notochord, this is notochord is present in the tail region. Next here dorsal nerve cord is present. Next post anal tail is there. Next pharyngeal gill slits is there. Next brain is well developed. Brain is there. Sensory organs are there. During metamorphosis, it lost all chordate characters and modified as a adult urochordate. This type of metamorphosis is called as a retrogressive metamorphosis. Next example, ascidian and salpa, doliolum and pyrosoma. Pyrosoma is shows a bioluminescence. These are some important characters of urochordates. Urochordates all are marine. They live from shallow marine water to deep marine water. Some are sedentary, for example Ascidia. Next some are pelagic, that is example Salpa. Some are solitary, example Ascidian. Some are colonial, Pyrosoma. Next here in this animal the body wall is called as a test or a tunic, covered by test or tunic. This test or tunic is made up of with cellulose. The presence of cellulose is uncommon character in animals. The cellulose is present in plant only, but this is one unique character of these animals. That's why the tunic is made up of with a tunicin is it is resemble to the cellulose. That's why this subphylum is also called as a tunicata. Here the body is unsegmented. Here the true cellum is absent, but the cavity is there. This cavity is lined by ectoderm. Ectoderm. Next then here complete digestive system is there. In this digestive system, the pharynx is a well developed pharynx is there. On the ventral side of this pharynx, one grow like a structure is there, that is called as a endostyle. This endostyle is forerunner of thyroid gland of other vertebrates. Next then on the pharyngeal wall, two to numerous gill slits are there. On the ventral side of this pharynx, one tubular muscular heart is present here. Next then this heart shows blood reversals. That means here there are no permanent arteries, there are no permanent veins are there. One blood vessel sometimes acts as an artery, the same artery again functioning as a veins. Here there are no permanent arteries, there are no permanent veins are there. This is a peculiar character of these animals. This atrial cavity is open out through atrial pore. Next then they are hermaphrodite. They are bisexual animals. External fertilization occur during developmental stage when larva is seen. That larva is called as a tadpole larva. This tadpole larva have all chordate characters. During metamorphosis, it lost all chordate characters and modified as adult. This type of metamorphosis is called as a retrogressive metamorphosis. Example Ascidian, Salpa, Doliolum and Pyrosoma. Next subphylum Cephalochordata. Cephalochordates are marine. They lead a burrowing mode of life. Cephalochordates are marine. They live in a shallow sea water. They lead a burrowing mode of life. Next, they are small fish-like animals. Body is transparent body is there. Here only unpaired fins are there. Paired fins are absent. Unpaired fins are present. That is median fins and caudal fins are there. Median fins and caudal fins are there. Next then, these cephalochordates generally called as a typical chordates. Typical chordates. Typical chordates. Why they are called as a typical chordates means in this animals the four main characters, that is possessing a notochord. Next then the presence of this pharyngeal slits. Next dorsal tubular nerve cord and post anal tile. These four principal characters seen throughout the life. That's why these animals are called as a typical chordates. They are marine. They live in a shallow sea water. They lead a burrowing mode of life. They looks like a small fish, like animals. Body is a very transparent or transparent. Here only unpaired fins are there. Paired fins are absent. Paired fins are absent. These animals generally called as a typical vertebrates, because in these animal four principal characters, that is a presence of notochord, presence of tubular dorsal nerve cord, and then presence of pharyngeal slits and post anal tail. These four characters are seen throughout the life. That's why these animals are described as a typical chordates. Next, then, in these animals, this notochord extend from posterior to anterior. This is the posterior part and to the anterior end. That too, it extend beyond the nerve cord, beyond the nerve cord. Here nerve system is there. This is a nerve system. Beyond the nerve cord is there. So here the notochord is extend from posterior to the anterior part. That too, it extend beyond the nerve cord. It protrude into the head. That's why this subphylum is named as a Cephalochordata. Cephalochordata. That's why this subphylum is named as a Cephalochordata. Here the notochord is extend from posterior to the anterior part. That too, it extend beyond the nerve cord. This notochord is protrude into the skull or head. So these animals are named as Cephalochordates. Next, here in this animal, one cavity is there. The pharynx is surrounded by one cavity. This cavity is lined by ectoderm, that is called as a atrial cavity. Atrial cavity is there. Atrial cavity is there. This atrial cavity surrounds the pharynx. It is lined by ectoderm. On the ventral side of this pharynx, here also one grow like a structure is there, that is called as a endostyle. Endostyle is there. A grow like a structure is there, so that grow is called as a endostyle. Here the muscles are arranged as a myotomes. Myotomes, blocks of bundle. Muscles are present as a bundles. So the muscles are arranged as myotomes. Next, in this animal, closed type of circulatory system is there. So that means the blood flows in the blood vessels only. But in Ascidian Urochordata, open type of circulatory system is there. In Urochordata, open type circulatory system is there. But here, Cephalochordates, closed type of blood vascular system is there. The blood flows to the blood vessels only. But in this circulatory system, heart is absent. Next, blood cells are absent. Next, respiratory pigment is absent. Here closed type circulatory system is seen. That means blood flows only through the blood vessels. In this circulatory system, heart is absent. Next, blood cells are absent. Next, respiratory pigment is absent. Next, then here gases exchanges occur by simple diffusion through this body surface. Next, then in these animals, the excretory organs are protonephrites, that is solenocytes. Here in this animal, the excretory organs are solenocytes. They are protonephridia. The protonephridia which are present in amphiaxis, they are called as a solenocyte. Here numerous gonads are there in the pharyngeal region. Numerous gonads are there, but gonoducts are absent here. Next, then external fertilization is occur. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a ammocetus larva. Example, amphiaxis or branchiostoma. These are some important characters of cephalochordates. Cephalochordates are marine animals. They live in a shallow marine water. They lead a burrowing mode of life. Here the body is a small fish-like body. Transparent body is there. Here only unpaired fins are there. Paired fins are absent. Next, they are generally called as a typical vertebrates. Because these animals have this notochord and pharyngeal slits and then presence of this dorsal tubular nerve cord and postannal tail throughout the life. That's why these animals are called as typical chordates. Here notochord is extend from posterior to the anterior side of the body. That too it extend beyond the nerve cord. It protrudes into the skull. That's why this subphylum is named as a Cephalochordata. Next, here the muscles are arranged as myotomes. Next, then here the pharynx is surrounded by atrial cavity. This atrial cavity lined by ectoderm. On the ventral side of this pharynx, one grow is there. That grow is called as a endostyle. Next, in this animal, closed type circulatory system is there. That is, the blood flows only through the blood vessels only. But in this circulatory system, heart is absent, blood cells are absent, and respiratory pigment is absent. Next, here gases exchange is occur by simple diffusion to the body wall. Next, in this animal, in excretory system, solenocytes are protonephridia are there. In this animal, so numerous gonads are present in the pharyngeal region. Here gonoducts are absent. Next, these gonads are released into the surrounding water. These gametes are released into surrounding water, and external fertilization is occur during developmental stages. One larva is seen. That larva is called as ammocetus larva. Example, amphiaxis or branchiostoma. Here numerous gonads are there in the pharyngeal region, but gonoducts are absent. External fertilizations occur during developmental stages, and development is indirect development. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as ammocetus larva. Example, amphiaxis or branchiostoma.